What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to the channel. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Welcome to the Monday kickoff, guys. Hope you guys are having an amazing start of the week. As usual, we're gonna kick off with the CVC, guys. This time around, we don't have personal rewards, and for whoever is in the higher tiers, expect to receive some savage gear. Now, I gotta say, the rewards are better than usual because they added a primal shard, they added a mythical skill tome, and overall, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I just hope they're gonna do it more often, basically. And for the lower tiers, you're still getting a primal shard there, a primal shard there, a primal shard there, a primal shard there, and damn, no primal shard here. I was gonna get excited. I was gonna go like all the way to be like, yes, Platinum is giving a primal shard to everybody that reaches the milestone in the CVC, but okay, they're not giving it to tier 1. Unfortunately. Of course, whenever we have one of these events, guys, expect to have some summoning events. Now, this time around, they are throwing at us some of the craziest champions in the game, okay? And I feel like probably a lot of you guys might be tempted. I'm personally tempted, but I will resist it, okay? I will resist my urge of opening shards with all the power that I have in me, okay? And hopefully you guys will be doing the same. I do have a couple of things to kind of like ask you as well, guys. Just general, I would greatly appreciate it if you take a second to comment down below and let me know your opinion. What do you guys think about having so many events in Raid Shadow Legends in terms of summoning events? Do they bother you having the events every day, having a 15x or a 10x or a 2x? Do they bother you at all? Or they're just there and you can just pick whatever you guys want without thinking about it like, oh my god, again, you know, another summoning event, again. Because we don't necessarily need to take part in all of them, you know? So I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's actually talk about the upcoming summoning event. So this Tuesday, December 19th, we're planning to launch a progressive chance event, giving you at least a 15x chance to summon the champions of your choice from the selected pool from Ancient, Primal, Sacred, and Void shards. Now, is a one-slot champion, and this indeed, they are better than the 10x events. Not perfect, but they are 50% better because, hey, 10x, 15x, you know. And overall, if you have a lot of shards, and I feel like these events are for people that love to try their luck with a few shards, or for people that are wailing out crazily, you know. And let's start with the very first champion. We have Stelis Dragonbane. Now, he is an absolute beast when we are talking about Dragon, guys. So he is the king of Dragon 10 hard mode, mainly because of the passive. Whenever an enemy attempts to place a weaken, defense down, poison on this champion, he transfers them back to the attacker. He doesn't need no accuracy, he has no cooldown on it, and overall, he is just tanking and killing the dragon with his own weapons, basically. Overall, a very, very strong champion. Great for arena, you have defense aura in all battles, you have increased defense on himself, lands debuffs on the enemy, an AoE attack, then another AoE attack, double hitter with a chance to land a stun as well. Then the A1, a double hitter. So overall, Stelis Dragonbane is an awesome, awesome champion. The next one that we have on the list, funny enough, is the fusion that we had during Christmas around a couple of years ago. Tatura Rhymehide. Pretty awesome champion. For whatever reason, I'm always calling Tatura a she. Yes, is a he, but for whatever reason, Skratch is always calling Tatura a she. Pretty good champion, deals quite a bit of damage. You have block debuffs and increased defense on a 3-turn cooldown with this skill, which is very nice. Then, of course, right here you have Perfect Veil, and this deals decent damage, but it's on a 4-turn cooldown. Now, if you don't have any of the cheat codes for Hydra, guys, Duchess, Inquisitor Shamael, to Hanorach, even Doom Priest, you know, to help you deal with the Head of Torment, this Perfect Veil will come in handy pretty good. Now, I'll be honest, this is not a champion that I would go out of the way to try and summon, okay? It doesn't matter what events they're giving me, I wouldn't bother to put in extra shards to get a champion. It is a pretty good champion, how I mentioned, but it's not a champion that I would kind of like break the bank for, you know? Decrease accuracy on the A1 with a 100% chance to land, which is very nice for the bomber, for example, or different bosses that require high resistance, you know? And right here, when attack reflects 30% of the damage, and has a chance to place a freeze on the attacker. Defense aura for Doom Tower battles only. I wish this would have been all around. It would have made a massive, massive difference. Then the next champion that we have on the list is Goffred. Goffred is pretty good because of the passive, so whenever an ally is attacked while under a block damage buff placed by this champion, has a chance to stun the attacker and puts a block damage if the ally is about to get killed by a fatal hit. So that's pretty nice. It's kind of like the poor man Necrit. That's how we call him. And I have him. I actually went on a guaranteed to get this champion, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a guaranteed or some sort of an event for him. And he can be pretty good. Tag Team Arena, if you need him for Classic Arena, you know, kind of like to help you keep one of the champions alive. He's going to do a pretty good job. The A3, increased defense on all allies, removes any defense down and weaken from all allies, which is nice as well on a 3-turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies, a chance to stun. And the A1 places a defense down for 2 turns and has a chance to land a provoke. So he's definitely not a bad champion. He's not the best in the game, but he can do some serious work as well. And the next champion that we have on the list, guys, is actually a brand new champion that got added last week. Tyrell the Barkhorn. He looks pretty awesome as a champion. He's definitely in the Christmas theme, and with the A1 attacks an enemy, has a chance to land decreased speed, and he ignores some of the target's resistance, which is very nice because that will allow you to build him with less accuracy. The A2 attacks all enemies, lands decreased accuracy, and puts block buffs on the enemies. And again, he decreases some of the target's resistance. That's nice for Hydra. Very nice, actually. And then you have increased resistance buff on all allies for 3 turns, and a perfect veil on all allies except this champion for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. So again, similar with Tatura, this actually works a bit better because you're getting increased resistance, decreased accuracy, block buffs, and perfect veil. So he really brings quite a lot of things for Hydra. The passive, if an ally is under 2 or more buffs, increases their resistance by 50. If an ally is under 3 or more buffs, also increases their accuracy by 50. If an ally is under 4 or more buffs, also increases their damage dealt by 20%. This is amazing because in Hydra, guys, for example, you're always going to have 2, 3, 4, 5 plus buffs on your team, and he synergizes so well. Increases the damage for your team, bringing in all the accuracy, the resistance, the decreased resistance, the increased resistance on your team, like so many things. Honestly, he's a pretty dope champion. Then moving over to the Void legendary that we have on the list, guys, and of course you guessed it, is GRAU. Man, I want this champion so bad for Hydra, but I'm gonna resist it. I'm not going to pull shards for him. AoE, damage based on defense, puts a shield on the team. AoE heals the champion and increases the duration of all buffs on all allies. Enemy max HP hit. AoE, provoke, increased resistance and increased defense on all allies. The passive is kind of like a Vogot on steroids, you know, and he puts Unkillable on himself. Defense aura for all battles. GRAU, he's just so nasty. So nasty. Very powerful for a lot of content, man, especially for Hydra. Then, of course, we have some epics on the list as well, guys, which is no one else but Seeker as an epic champion. Where is he hiding? Seeker, where are you hiding? Very good for clan boss, very good for a lot of locations. Increased attack, increased meter. The passive is pretty nice. Then we have CARAL. He's not that great as an epic champion, honestly. I wouldn't really add him on my list. But hey, if you need him for faction wars to control, he will do a good job with that, you know. Other than that, he's not like Watcher. He's not a Watcher champion, you know. Then we have one more, which is Umbral Enchantress. She is pretty nice, but again, I feel like she lost a lot of value. She can be used for Hydra, but now we have so many options for block buffs, honestly. And yeah, you have Son Wukong. I don't think she will do a better job than him. No way. Okay, so I wouldn't bother to get her unless I want to collect all the Pokemons. I do like the provoke on her though, being for 2 turns and putting that Unkillable on herself. So that's a good CC champion, 100%. I'm not gonna take that away from her. Then on Wednesday, December 20th, they're planning to launch another progressive chance event, giving you at least a 15x chance to summon the champion that you want from the selected pool from Ancient, Primal, Sacred, and Voids, starting with Hira the Watcher. She is being used in the fusion for the mythical champion, for Lady Mikage. I would love to get one, but I'm not going to open shards just because of these legendaries, you know. She's not a bad champion. Decreased attack on the A1, decreased accuracy AoE, decreases the duration of all buffs. Then you have ally protection, increased defense on all allies. The passive she will have a chance to land decrease attack on the enemy. So she's a decent progression champion. I wouldn't really use her in the end game. Personally, I don't think she will be that wow in the end game. Then, sorry, we have a Newt as well. Again, on an event, I would love to get a second Newt, so I have 2 nuts now, rather than 1 Newt. He's just amazing. The best enemy max HP for dungeons, okay? This skill right here has the best multipliers. Triple hitter is just melting bosses. AoE, decrease attack, weaken, counter attack on himself, triple hit, a chance to decrease turn meter or to land freeze. Counter attack deals 100% damage when he's counter attacking. So overall, definitely very, very solid. And he was a past fusion. Moving over to the next champion is Ruark. Ruark was the very first taunt champion that we got in the game. He's okay. He's not amazing, okay? I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of the champion, and personally, I wouldn't be excited to pull the champion. He looks amazing, though. The A1 transfers the debuffs from this champion to the target, gets a bit of healing, AoE decrease attack, steals continuous heal, taunt, increase defense, and strengthen on the champion for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown, and the passive is okayish. Defense aura in all battles is not bad, okay? In my opinion, he's kind of like a B tier, you know? He's a B tier champion, but he can work in specific locations if you need him, you know? So let's just say you can find use of him. I feel like you can find use of most of the champions, especially now with all the new content in the curse series, you know? Then we have Martyr, guys. One of the 3 counterattack champions in Raid Shadow Legends. She is an absolute beast. Defense down with the A1. Increase defense, counterattack on a 3-turn cooldown on all your team. Provoke, decrease attack AoE on a 4-turn cooldown. Defense aura for all battles. She deals damage, she supports, she tanks. Like, whatever you need her to do, she will do it. And the last champion, guys, legendary, is going to be a Void one. And probably you guessed it from the thumbnail, Necrit the Great. Very, very solid. What can I tell you about this man? He's one of the best champions in the game. He only needs 6 legendary skill tomes. He has a chance to land decrease attack. The passive will keep your champion alive, your ally alive, regardless of whatever the heck is happening in that fight. Puts the ally protection up for like a gazillion turns. The shield, the ally attack. Overall, he's so good to counter so many different champions in the game, and he's so strong. Resistance aura for all battles. I would love a second Necrit all day long. But again, I will not summon. I will stay strong. I will stay strong this week. Who knows in the weekend? Who knows in the weekend? Then, of course, we have a couple of epics as well. We have Morag, which is from the Dwarves. Pretty good champion as well. If you need somebody to deal a bit of damage and bring you a strengthen and a bit of an ally attack, definitely the right epic champion to get the job done. She looks pretty badass though. Like, she looks badass. Then we have Tyrell. My god, I haven't seen Tyrell in an event since 2018. Pretty good. He was very good actually before, and he was the best decrease attack champion in the game at the beginning. Decrease attack with the A1 with a double hit. AoE defense down. The problem is that this is on a 4-turn cooldown. If they will knock this down to a 3-turn cooldown, it will be viable again. Decrease turn meter and a chance to stun for 2 turns. Defense aura for all battles, so it's definitely not a bad champion. And then I have another epic that I gotta look in the factions because I have no idea where he's coming from. Frenzy the Cackler. I actually just remember he is a skinwalker. He's the Void one. I just remember him. So with the A1 attacks an enemy, HP burn. Then we have attacks 3 times at random with HP burn, fills the champion's turn meter, and AoE attack with a chance to land provoke, and puts increased defense on himself. The passive increases the champion's defense by 2 each time an HP burn is activated on enemies, stacking up to 20%. Defense aura in dungeons by 30%. He's not a bad epic champion, but he's not that wow either. You know, she's a decent one. She's a decent one. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Are you planning to summon for any of these champions? And please don't forget to let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of having so many events in the game? Do they bother you, or they're there, you can pick whatever you want, so it's better to have options than to don't have options. But I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.